Corrupted Monk is my favorite boss. Who is my favorite boss in Sekiro? I think I'll go with Sword Saint, just because of the amount of respect I have for him. Not because he's difficult or anything of that nature. Well, yeah, because he's difficult, but mainly because I respect him. It takes a lot to be called Sword Saint. So to see Sword Saint Ishin be a thing, I respect it, and I respect him. So I would definitely say he is my favorite boss. Plus, fighting him is just so fun. It's so fun to fight him. I've noticed in most video games and media, I tend to respect villains. I tend to respect villains that have a very certain type of archetype of personality. Funny enough, I also find myself attracted to the women who share that same archetype of personality as the men, right? Like, for example, Rao from Fist of the North Star, Wamu from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right? Sword Saint Ishin from Sekiro. Like, this specific target, and then in the woman's side, Satsuki from Kill la Kill, Esdeath from Akame ga Kill. I find myself very attracted. Oh yeah, and also, Psycho, High School of the Dead. There's a very specific archetype of woman that I find myself attracted to, and a very specific archetype of man that I respect a lot in these pieces of media. It's those type of characters that prioritize honor above all else, right? Those ones that are like, I respect you, let us fight 1v1. Let's respect the 1v1s. And when I lose, I accept my defeat honorably. You're into dominatrixes? Yes. And ironically, yes, but also, it's just the honor that they carry with them as they play around. Like, when it comes to Rao, when he was fighting Kenshiro, that shit was so fire, and then the way he accepts his defeat, and then he just holds his fist towards the sky, and he just dies standing. Like, I respect that. I respect that. I respect it. And then Wamu, Fist of the North Star. Remember when he was fighting Joseph, and then the other zombies wanted to get involved in the fight, and he killed his own teammates to say, no, respect this man. He defeated me fair and square. Respect the ones, okay? Respect the 1v1s. And then Sword Saint Ishin, when you beat him, he literally just goes on his knees, and he's like, I've been defeated. Cut my head off. I respect that. I honestly respect that. It's always those bosses that say, let's go all out. No hold bar. Let's go all out. If you beat me, it's fair and square. I accept it. I'll accept my death. Those type of characters I respect so much. I absolutely love those type of male characters. And then also with Radon too. Radon is another example of that. Yeah. The fact that Radon, against his fight with Melania, this guy put his swords into the floor. He threw them into the floor, arms crossed. And he's just like, I'm not gonna attack you. You're weakened. Get the fuck up. And he waited for Melania to get ready to fight back. And he's like, oh, you're ready? Great. Pulls out the swords. I have to respect that. I respect bosses like that so much. Any NPC or any character in any piece of media that has that type of, I only want to fight you at your strongest, I will wait. And I will accept defeat when it happens. I respect those people so much. General Radon, Sword Saint Ishin, Rao, Wamu. I love those guys. I love them so much. But yeah. And then when it comes to women, let's see. Just say you want to be dominated. I mean, partially, yes. I like a woman who is very open in what she wants. She doesn't shy away from telling me how she wants it. Like, I like a woman that, like, knows what she wants. She knows she wants me, and she's very open in telling me she wants me. That's why I hate tsunderes. That's why I hate tsunderes so much. It's not like I like you or anything. Like, fucking kill yourself. In fact, I will kill you. I hate those type of people so much. I hate tsunderes with a passion. So I like those women who are very forward. I like you. This is what I like. This is how I like it. This is what I'm gonna do to you. This is what I'll allow you to do to me. Those type of women are just extremely attractive. Plus, with those type of women, there's barely any room for misunderstanding. There's hardly ever room for misunderstanding because they're very vocal in what they want and how they want it. So there's never a chance where you could misunderstand how she's feeling. She's very open in how she's feeling. Like with Esdeath and Tatsumi, when Tatsumi was in her bedroom, she was very open in how she wanted things and what she wanted. I respect that, and I adore that. I adore that in women. Honestly, if a girl can be that forward, would I let her peg me? We're pushing it, but I'd be open to the idea just because I respect the fact that you were open enough to say what you wanted. So I'm like, hey, if you want to try shit out, maybe. I'm not saying yes, it's a maybe. Hey, yo, that's too much. I'm just saying, like, if I married a girl who had like the personality of Esdeath, less extreme, but if I married somebody who had the personality of Esdeath in terms of how forward she is, and she said she wanted to try some shit, sure, depends on what it is, but I think I would be open to the idea. Sure. Like, just because out of respect. This man wants a fascist psycho. Just a little bit. It's more like, bro. Remember how Esdeath was when she was lovesick over Tatsumi? I'd love her. I'd like her as a girlfriend, but not as a wife. I'd love her as both. Because remember how lovesick Esdeath was with Tatsumi. Literally, Esdeath is the perfect yandere. This is why I find myself so attracted to yanderes and hate tsunderes, because of the assertiveness of their characters. Esdeath was so in love with Tatsumi, she learned how to freeze time just so that he would not run away from her. Imagine that type of love. I need that. I need that. The morning after she tried to make her move on Tatsumi and then he ran away, she approached Bulls, the guy with the flamethrower. She approached him and she was like, "You're a married man with kids. Please give me some tips on how to make sure that a relationship lasts. How do I show this man that I love him?" Like that right there. That effort. I love that. I love her because of it. Also Rem. Rem is another example of a girl that I like very much find myself attracted to. For me, I think Esdeath can be wholesome. I've seen moments of her where she was wholesome. Like for example, remember that one episode where she was stuck on the island with Tatsumi? How wholesome she was. I mean, she was very horny, but she was wholesome and horny, and I like that. So for me, Esdeath for me is like ideal. That's why till this day she's like my top 1 anime waifu. She's powerful, she's attractive, she's tall, she's dominant, she's wholesome, she's horny. Like, yeah, hey man, I'm all for it. I can understand if somebody would not be interested in her, but for me personally, that is very much what I am attracted to. Same thing with Satsuki too, to be honest, now that I think about it. With Killer, the reason like with Satsuki is very much reminiscent of Esdeath. Satsuki, she's less in tune with her emotions. I will say that. She's just very pristine. That's the way I would describe Satsuki. And that's why I find myself very attracted. She's just tidy. I like her. Like, there's no real way for me to describe the way I feel about Satsuki. The way she looks and behaves is like, yes, even though she's not as expressive with her words as most would want her to be, after the ending, she's sweet. Yeah, I know. She opens up more in the ending, right? But we really haven't gotten to see much of her in the ending for me to like say, oh, how she would fare as a partner or as a wife. Although I would still want her as a partner and I'd be okay with her as a wife. Esdeath, I've got to see more of because we got to see how she reacted to when she first saw Tatsumi. Then we got to see her when she was with Tatsumi in the bedroom, and then we got to see her after that. Also, at the end of the series with the whole hug Tatsumi, like even in death, she still loved this man, you know? So that's why I'm more, in my head, I'm more like Esdeath is ideal because she's shown multiple times how she loves, and the way she loves, I would love to experience that. Rem is, to be honest, perfect wife for me. Yeah, I will agree. Rem is definitely like ideal. The way she behaves, like Rem is adorable. Like remember that whole confession she had with Subaru where she was talking about like, oh, let's run away together, let's do this and this, I can teach you how to, like, even though you're clumsy, I can still help take care of you, you don't know how to read and write, but I can teach you how to read and write, and all that stuff. She was very much, I will devote myself to you if you devote yourself to me. Like, she was basically giving wedding vows at that point. I can't lie. Rem was giving wedding vows, and I was all for it. Rem is ideal. For me, Rem and Esdeath are the ideal top 2 wives for me in anime. Funny enough, they both have blue hair. That is quite comical to me, that the 2 ideal women for me, anime-wise, both have blue hair. Even though Esdeath is kind of batshit insane, I wouldn't have it any other way. If she's batshit insane because she's in love with me, I'm down for it. Although, with Esdeath, it means I have to obviously hit the gym. I have to hit the gym for Esdeath because she only likes strong men, which makes sense seeing how she grew up. I'd have to be strong enough for her affection. But once I got it, you know? Leone is more of like MILF territory. She has the behavior of like the desirable MILF, but not really of like a partner. There's just so much to love for me. Let's see. I'll probably go for somebody a little softer and still stern. Bro, I don't know. Maybe it's because we're so used to Esdeath being like the demon, right? We're so used to Esdeath the demon. But like every single time I saw her around Tatsumi, the love she had for him, like she was so soft with Tatsumi. The Esdeath I see, the one that I see with my eyes, is beautiful, man. There's just so much to love about her. She's so soft when around the people that she loves. Bro has rainbows in his eyes. Real shit. Like, Esdeath is somebody who did not grow up around the concept of love. Shit. Her mother died giving birth to her. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it was said in Kamiki Kill Zero. What it says, her mom died giving birth to her. And her father and her clan grew up with the idea that survival of the fittest. Basic in short terms, in layman's terms. Survival of the fittest. If you die, it's because you're weak. And if you show emotion, it's because you're weak. And despite all that, she still felt love for the first time after seeing Tatsumi. And bro, when she loved hard. That was an unhealthy amount. Oh, I guess how you'd say it. The way she acted upon it was unhealthy. But like, that was some love she had never experienced before. And when she felt it, that shit was intense. And I'm all for it. Like, look at how bro, look at this! Biscord wants to be stepped on. To be honest, I don't mind. I don't mind. Bro wants to be a dog. Bro, I actually have a leash. Yeah, he was so nervous that she was gonna pounce on him. Plus, look! Bro, a girl that's okay with being big spoon and little spoon, I love that. There'll be nights. You see, this is what I want in a wife. I want to switch. Just like how I'm a switch. Where it's okay, where there are some days where she'll be dominant, and then there'll be some days where I'll be dominant. That's what I'm looking for. That's my type of woman. So the fact that there'll be days where I'm little spoon, and then there'll be days where I'm the one who's cuddling her. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly happy with that. That's what I'm saying. She could definitely be a wife, right? Not a girlfriend, a wife. She is so gentle around her crew and her lover. The fact that, like, again, after the whole, that moment where she was cuddling him like a body pillow, she was like, okay, we're gonna go surveil the area, we're gonna do our daily mission. Tatsumi is with me because I want to keep him safe. This is my man, I'm gonna keep him safe. And then, on top of that, she approached a married man to be like, hey, what's the best way to a man's heart? How can I make this man that I love me even more? What more can I ask for? What more do I need? I need her. She's just perfect. I love that. Plus, I gotta say, there is something very attractive about a woman in military uniform. Like, I understand the women that say, oh, they like a man in suits. They love a man in suits or a man in military. With Esdeath, I see it. I love a woman in military. They look good. Just like, oh, Olivia. I think that's her name. Olivia Armstrong. Oh my goodness. She's another example. Olivia. Yeah. She's another example of an attractive woman in uniform. Her personality is a bit too... I feel like her personality is more strict than Esdeath would be in a relationship. I feel like she would be less tolerant of bullshit than Esdeath would. Which is weird. Esdeath definitely seems more tyrannical. But she feels like... Esdeath feels like she'd be softer in a relationship than Armstrong. I don't know why. It's just a feeling. But still, smash. Would. There's just something special about these type of women. A swordsman in military. Yeah, now that I've noticed, all the girls I mentioned of who are, except Rem, they're all swordsmen. Satsuki, Esdeath, Psycho, Armstrong. Biscord discovered he had a type. Confirmed. Biscord likes swordsman. Confirmed. Also, Biken from Metal Gear. Guilty Gear. I need to search his Biken and we'll get... Of course, there's the obvious assets. But like, also, she's just attractive. I love the long red hair. Because, you know, me, Biscord has a thing for redheads. Swordsman. I don't care that she has one arm. I still would. He's definitely 100,000. What is this? 1,000,000% into dominatrix. Yeah. No, for me, it's like, I would like a partner who could be both, right? Where she could be submissive, but she could also be dominant. And when she's dominant, she's dominant. You know, I don't mind either, because of course, I'm a man, okay? I don't want to be completely emasculated. I want to have moments where I'm also taking the lead. I'm also the dominant one. I don't want to be constantly in a state of like submissiveness to my partner. It's not even, well, I guess it is technically, would it be an insecurity thing? I don't know. I'm not even gonna think too deeply into it. But I also want to be like in my masculine. I want to be a man sometimes, right? And sometimes I want to be like her little baby type shit. That's the type of mood I'm in. Of course, for the most part, I'd like to be the leading more than the submissive, right? I'd like to be dominant more times than I'd like to be submissive. That's just how I see my relationship. But I don't at all. 100%, I don't mind switching. If my partner was like, I'm in charge now, sure. Momoko, oh my god, she is another girl I would add to the list of the type of girls that I'm attracted to. Because, again, girl who looks attractive in military uniform, and she's very like dominant, but she also has moments where she's oddly super submissive. So I just add her to the list. I'd add her to the list of the type of girls I'm attracted to. Her, yes. Whenever she thinks about this guy, Hajime, she absolutely fangirls and turns into the softest girl you can imagine. Like, she has moments where everybody fears her because she's like the warden of the prison. But the moment she's around the guy she likes, absolutely soft. She is, wow, she's just, yeah. These type of women that 100% I am all for. I clearly have a type. So it's like Momoko, Esdeath, Satsuki, Psycho, Armstrong. Like these 5 girls all fit into one criteria of very strong, dominant women, assertive, but they're very soft around the person that they love. Funny enough, also has blue hair. And then let's also add Rem to that list. But yeah, clearly I have a type. I very much have a type. If Esdeath was my wife, I would never let her go. I would be more obsessed with her than she would be with me. Honestly, I would give her everything she wants and more. You want kids? How many? How many? We can handle it. But she has a really good job. She gets paid well working for the Empire. I hate Tatsumi. Honestly, I hate Tatsumi. He fumbled Leone. He fumbled Akame. He fumbled Esdeath, the most important one, just to end up with mine. The pink-haired tsundere. I think that's what pisses me off the most about it. Like I said, so the dandere was like that one girl, Shelly, the girl with the glasses and the scissors. She died, so whatever. Esdeath is a yandere, it's obvious. Mine is a tsundere, and then Leone is just a milk. How the fuck do you fumble a yandere for a fucking tsundere? It's not like I like you or anything. Kill yourself! Oh my god, Tatsumi! I do not sympathize your death whatsoever. Oh my god, that guy pisses me off. I hate anime characters that fall into that trope. That trope is so annoying. It's not like I like you or anything. It's not like I want to fucking hit you with a car or anything. I truly don't know who looks at anime characters like that and like, oh yeah, that's waifu right there. Oh, I love a woman who's gonna abuse me. I love a woman who's gonna hit me every single time I show the smallest level of human decency. Oh my god, that's my wife right there. I can't wait to have kids with someone like that. Like, kill yourself. I think what bothers me a lot of the time is that these girls that are like, oh, it's not like I don't like you or anything. Like, they never have a reason to be that cold-hearted or so bitchy. They never have a reason to be that bitchy. And yet they're still bitchy. They're just angry for the sake of being angry. Like, you have no reason. Oh, just I show you an ounce of human decency. All of a sudden, pervert. Kill yourself! Like, jeez. I hate those type of people. The contrast between the absolute pure love for Esdeath and the utter disdain for the pink-haired bitch is amazing to watch. I just hate mine, bro. Never have reason at all. They never. It's just bad writing at this point. It's the same feeling I had for Sakura when I used to watch Naruto. And again, weirdly enough, they both have pink hair. Same thing with Ram. I mean, Ram as a character definitely improved as the series went on. But like in the beginning, she was also a tsundere. She was more of a tsundere than Ram was. Ram was the yandere and Ram was the tsundere. Sakura, Ram, mine. I think I hate people with pink hair. Fuck them bitches. My god. All y'all are hoes. So it's like, characters with the blue hair are the desirable ones. And the characters with the pink hair are the bad ones. The shitty ones. I think the only exception would be like Darling in the Franxx, where the blue-haired one is like kind of, yeah, she's mid. And then the pink-haired one is 02, the more desirable one. I guess.